and welcome to the Qualified.One podcast number 31. And today we're talking about the future of influencer marketing and why could it be organic influencers? Well, for a long time, influence has been essential in marketing, seeking it, amassing it, then effectively wielding it to achieve your goals. It's also uncoincidentally what gave rise to the influencer marketing industry. But after riding high on the growing omnipresence of social platforms and the democratization of celebrity over the past decade, it seems influencer marketing, in the traditional sense, is in the midst of an irreversible fall from grace. As Casey Farrell, vice president and head of US Monitor, owned by Kenta, said in a recent Media Post interview, we are at peak influencer and it's beginning to run its course. And if you have been paying attention to the news at all this past year, it's easy to see why. So let's talk about the trust factor or the lack of trust factor. As an industry, influencer marketing became super saturated and beleaguered by a large barrage of high-profile scandals and rampant reports of fraud. There have been everything from reality TV stars posting brand instructions to the promotional post by mistake to a beloved social influencer admitting she's actually a CGI robot to brands like Payless, fooling influencers into paying from $640 for just $20 for shoes, and not one but documentaries on the absolute dumpster fire what was or wasn't the Fire Festival. And that's not to mention the numerous reports of influencers paying for fake followers or inflating engagement rates. In fact, CNBC has reported that fake followers will cost brands 1.3 billion in influencer campaigns this year alone. Naturally, the whole thing has led to a dramatic loss in consumer confidence, with only 4% of people now trusting what influencers say online. Since trust is necessary to establishing credibility, which is foundational to cultivating influence, you can see why this is a cause for alarm. Now, real people means real influence. The influencers may have been able to provide the initial eyeballs brands have sought. Impressions don't equal purchases, and influencers are far from the most influential people online. A recent Stackle study found that people are 9.8 times more likely to make a purchase after seeing a peer's social post as opposed to that of a traditional social media influencer. That's right, 79% of people say that user-generated content, UGC, highly impacts their purchasing decisions, while only 8% say influencer-created content would do the same. The traditional influencers also fall short when it comes to engagement metrics. Studies show that the greater the number of followers someone has, the lower their average engagement rates tend to be. Conversely, posts from everyday consumers tend to garner greater engagement and are seen more as authentic and more significantly influence others' buying decisions. Looking at all of these convergent trends, they believe the influence industry is undergoing a major shift towards not just micro influencers but organic influencers. Organic influencers are the real people who already buy your products and services and create content about your brand. They are your genuine brand advocates. They may have 5,000 Instagram followers or they may have just 50, but the size of their social followings aren't as important as their passion, authenticity, and collective influence. It was a podcast by the social media agency Social Republic. for the Qualified.One